So the Maulborn lied to everyone. I figured as much. This doesn't bode well for Narsis, though. Narsis sent me to investigate Quarantine Cirque. Now that I know a mad cult is poisoning our people, I'm even more concerned. The Maulborn are a menace. They're appearing all across Deshan. Even Narsis is in danger. I need to stay here and finish my investigation. If you're heading south, would you carry a message to guard Verilu at Narsis? She needs to know what happened here.
Going to do something about our missing people.
I assure you, we're doing everything we can. We're stretched thin as it is.
Did you come from the Cirque? We sent a guard over there to check on some disturbing rumors we've been hearing. This confirms it. The Maulborn need to be wiped out. Thanks for bringing this news, Traveler. I'll inform the House leaders at once.
When are the guards going to do something about our missing people?
I assure you, we're doing Orcs to the south, mercenaries camped outside by the lake, and now people are missing. I'm not sure how much more we can take. You don't know the half of it. It's the damn Llodos plague. People are scared. Many have already fled Narsis to avoid getting sick. Of course, that's not what the remaining villagers believe. They think their families were stolen in the middle of the night. I've heard everything from a plot by the house leaders to elf-eating Bane King roaming the countryside. The Kin House is looking into it. Speak to whoever you want. The Kin House is more concerned with the coming plague than searching for people who probably just ran away. But I'm sure a counselor will hear you out. I'm not paid to think about this. That's a luxury for someone of higher rank than me. I'll admit something seems off-kilter. If only the house counselors would see it that way.
I don't need much.
I told you, we're leaving this forsaken place. I'd rather... Wait. You're not my husband. What do you want? Narsis isn't safe, stranger. Not that House Lalu cares. Do the guards search for our missing people? No, because the house counselors don't tell them to. I'm not going to become a victim. That's why I'm leaving. No one does anything in Narsis if the Kin House doesn't command it. It's that large building over there. You can't miss it. Be careful, outsider. They might decide you're sick. Plague this, plague that. It's their only concern lately.
How do you fight something you can't see? It isn't fair. I can't cut the throat of the plague. I can't smash its bones. I can only wait until it fills me with its blackness and takes my life bit by bit. Me? No, not yet. I wait for the plague to find me. That's all we can do, isn't it? The house leaders debate how to keep the plague out of Narsis, how to protect us. Why do they even bother? They try, but the solution eludes them. We'll slowly fade away, one by one, as the plague takes us all. Gates can't stop it. We can't lock it out. Enjoy your last days, outsider, for the plague takes us all in the end.
I don't suppose you're here to buy a weapon. No, you probably just want me to fix another wagon wheel or something. Everyone just wants to get out of here. Look around. Narsis is practically deserted. The plague, the curse, whatever you want to call it, it's driving everyone away. Or maybe that crazy story the villagers chatter on about is true. I guess anything's possible. I think the people are scared, and they should be. The Llodos plague rushes onward, and Narsis is directly in its path. If there's any truth to the other rumors, then I'm sure the House Councillors will deal with it.
And that's why we should seal the city. We can't allow more afflicted into Narsis.
That makes perfect sense, old friend. But we can't cut ourselves off from the outside world.
If you truly care about our people, you'll seal Narsis and be done with it. We can't take any more chances.
I'm sorry you had to witness that. My friend shows great concern for Narsis, sometimes greater than my own. What can I do for you? You'd think the entire town had disappeared the way everyone carries on. People are missing, but Giron has guards looking into the matter. For all we know, they fled to avoid the Llodos plague. Very little. No one has actually seen any of these people leave Narsis. And we don't have enough guards to follow up on every lead. I usually don't hire mercenaries, but these are desperate times. If you can prove these claims aren't just fearful delusions, report back to me immediately. You'll be rewarded. Giron believes we must seal Narsis to protect it from the plague. Narsis is a center of trade, and such drastic measures aren't called for. Though I admit, visitors have been few due to recent events. I haven't decided. They say I'm not aggressive enough, that my indecision hurts Narsis. Perhaps Giron is right. I just don't know. Ah, Narsis, my beloved city. At its peak, Narsis was a vibrant center of trade. Merchants would come from far and wide to hawk their wares. Profits grew, and House Hlalu reinvested it in the city. That seems like so long ago. Most are back east, dealing with corruption inside Mournhold. Few want to enter a region ravaged by plague. But I won't give up. I'll weather this storm and lead Narsis back to prominence.
The plague is coming, and we must be ready.
How could he be so stupid? I told him where to deliver the shipment, but he thinks he knows everything. That's why things get messed up. My apologies, just talking to myself, don't mind me. Nothing at all, don't mind me. Just a servant here. What's it to you, anyway? Why are you in my master's house? He's an important person in Narsis. A writer. Writes all day, writes all night. But don't touch his journal. He can get frightfully angry. How would I know? I sweep, I dust. I don't read. The master would never let me look in his journal. His room upstairs is off limits. I stay down here, cleaning, just as my master tells me.
Fine goods for sale.
Who are you looking at?
Some of my family.
Merchant to the great houses.
What?
Where's my husband? By Vivek's beard, if he's drunk and passed out somewhere, I'll leave without him. That no-good, useless piece of Kwama cuttle. Oh, hello. You haven't seen my husband around, have you? Everyone knows my husband. Evis. If he hasn't borrowed something from you or finished off your Ash Lake ale, then you're not trying very hard. He was supposed to be back hours ago. That lazy lout is late. He ships our goods. He mentioned something about a botched delivery that he had to deal with. You know what he's probably dealing with. His thirst for ale. That would be a big help. I'm sure he's sleeping it off in one of the nearby houses. If you find an elf that smells of piss and ale, that's Evis. Tell him to hurry up or he's walking to Mournhold.
Please, I've told you everything I know.
One more lie and I make you stop talking. Permanently. Understand? I swear, I can't seem to finish a job without you showing up to complicate matters. Oh, just give me a moment, would you? I'm right in the middle of something here. You're interrupting my interrogation, that's what. And just as I was about to get to my favorite part. I have no quarrel with you. Not yet. So go away. Listen to me closely. You and I are on the same side here. I've been hired to track down the origins of the Llodos plague. That doesn't matter. We've linked strange shipments to this courier. He refuses to talk, but I've never met a man I couldn't break. Take this letter to Councillor Ralden. It explains how vials of the plague were shipped into Narsis.
Have you seen my damned apprentice? The boy's later than usual today. With my luck, he's probably gone off and gotten the plague. I wouldn't worry about it. I whipped him for messing up our shipments, and he's probably off sulking. The boy claims it wasn't his fault that we received the wrong crates. Like I believe that. He needs to pay better attention. They're stacked on the other side of the shed. Damn kids broke into them during the night, took whatever was in them and ran. If you want to pick through the broken crates, be my guest.
You're looking into matters that don't concern you, outsider. You're back. I hope you're here to tell me that my people are just imagining things and everything is fine. What's this? Notes? A journal attacked? Slow down. I've never heard of Vox. And the thought of someone smuggling Llodos plague into Narsis frightens me greatly. But where are the missing people? This news is very disturbing. I'm at a loss. People disappear into thin air and someone brought a plague into Narsis? That terrifies me. How could they even accomplish this without our notice? I need to seal the city. No one gets in or out. I won't let any more of our people vanish. Will you perform one more task for us? To facilitate your mission, the guards have been informed that you may come and go as you please. Find Giron Sadri. He's upstairs. He needs to know what you discovered. Do whatever he asks. I need to speak to the guards and prepare to seal Narsis.
So, half of Narsis must vanish and plague must threaten the city before Rawdon comes to his senses? And it takes an outsider to make him understand. Perhaps my friend isn't fit to lead anymore. Of course he did. Rawdon hasn't been able to make a decision on his own in years. At least he's finally doing the right thing. As for you, the Maulborn are obviously involved. Any fool can see that. With the city sealed, all of the guards will be busy. However, you don't have those responsibilities. I suggest you slice a path through their camps by the lake. Look for anything that will tell us the location of the Llodos plague. Return when you find something.
Why did the guards allow them to camp so close to town? God, worthless, the lot of them.
Don't give up, do you? Before you ask, yes, I've been following you. No, I have nothing to do with the missing people or the plague, and no, I'm not here to fight you. That's out of the way. Feel better? Now let's talk about why Giron wants you dead. Of course he did. Sending an overconfident outsider into camps full of Maulborn certainly sounds like a day at the fair. And if they killed you, you'd never find out that he brought the plague to Narsis, would you? I've been watching Narsis for weeks. We even have an agent inside the kin house. Anything that enters or leaves Narsis is tracked, and those broken crates had Giron's name written all over them. The question is, why? What have you discovered? This doesn't look good. There must be a reason why Giron wanted Narsis sealed and why he wanted you dead. Get back there and find out. The organization I belong to does two things. finds targets and eliminates targets. My target happens to be connected to the Llodos plague. Our goals overlap. Let's leave it at that. Not your concern. Just remember what I told you. We're on the same side. And don't get yourself killed, hero. Narsis needs you. Sorry, we don't know each other well enough to get that personal just yet. Trust me, though. We both want to stop the Morborn.
You're back. We need to talk. Ralden isn't here. He and Giron left some time ago. And Giron's connection to the Morborn makes me a little concerned. Let's just say I'm well informed. I've suspected the connection for a while, and his abduction of the Counselor confirms it. My associate and I tend to avoid situations not covered by our contracts. Still, we might be able to assist one another. I don't know. I only know what the reports tell me. Giron probably took Ralden somewhere secluded, far from prying eyes. Narsis is sealed. Villagers are missing. Crates of Llodos plague arrive in the night. Now you discover the plague intensifies when it festers inside a corpse. Makes you wonder about Giron's plan, doesn't it? Reports tell me that a group of villagers have decided to take matters into their own hands. I don't condone their actions, but they might have information. Find the Argonian called Slips Through Fingers. She can lead you to them. I have a feeling she's going to want your help. Tales of your exploits already spread through Narsis. Find the Argonian, and I'd wager that before you say a word, she asks you to meet with her companions.
Why do I always drop things when I'm in a hurry?